Hey everyone, so a quick look at the LEGO City Dragster promotional poly bag given away for free with qualifying purchases from the LEGO store, either online or at physical ones. Promotions change over time and they vary in terms of when they show up from region to region. Also, you may end up finding this exact poly bag for sale at some retail locations other than LEGO stores at some point. This looks like the type of poly bag that's set up to be sold at some point for like $4 US, but let me get this thing open and built. There it is, kind of a rail sort of thing they're going for, almost a Top Fuel kind of design, but just, you know, shrunk down in size quite a bit. I think that a lot of the design choices here were smart for such a small set, and you know, keep in mind that this was free, so I'm not going to rip into it. I mean, like I say, it probably will be sold at some point, so you know, critique is fair game, but you know, I do have to keep in mind the context here. I like the choice of the rear tires. You know, LEGO doesn't really make much in the way of high-profile tires, especially for a smaller minifig scale. That are not off-road styled, you know, that don't have major knobby treads. And I think the shape of these looks pretty good to me. There's a little bit of roundness to the cross-section as well. It just feels right to me. It would be nice to get smaller wheels, you know, higher profile tires, but I think that was a pretty good choice. And the choice for the ones at the front was also good. Got the little front wing, big rear wing. You can change the angle of that. You can bring it back a little bit if you want to. Large section for the rear or mid-rear engine placement. The only thing that I wish was a little bit different here is just this segment right here. I wish that just came up a little bit more. I know they were trying to keep it small and low and thin there, but since the figure has to sit up so high as he does because of the way the whole thing is constructed, I think that just a little bit more smoothing there would have been a good idea. If there was something they could put in there just to bring that up just a bit at the back of it. But I think from most angles it looks pretty good, and most importantly, it's a toy. You know, it rolls. You can kind of make it do a little wheelie if you want, and I think it rolls perfectly fine. You know, it's a little toy car, and it's kind of cool. I like the figure too. It has a nice torso print, a fairly recent one. Looks very sporty. Looks a little bit on the serious side. You know, it's not too toyish. You can definitely use that with more complex and more advanced builds. That's all good. It's got his helmet. That's important. The face is fine. No alternate face, but I think it's all good. Cool. That's just that. Very small set, so there's not all that much that really needs to be said about it. So I will go ahead and move on to my next video. Thanks for watching. Talk to you again soon.